there are certain habits, certain lifestyles that will, in the long run, only bring you down and never will hold you back from ever succeeding in life. What are these things? Well, I've come up with four that I think are very detrimental to a man, to a young man especially, which will hold them back from ever succeeding in life or in anything for that matter. So one is porn and masturbation. Now, mainly porn. I'll specifically talk on porn. I think if you're masturbating a couple times a week, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to let out your seed, because it will naturally happen through a wet dream anyway. But if you masturbate with no porn, it's only in your head, then I don't think it's the worst thing if you do it like 2 or 3 times a month. That's not terrible. But I mean, in the end, it'd be better if you didn't at all. But let's focus on porn. Porn is very detrimental to a young man. There really needs to be no explanation for this. Everyone knows porn is bad, but we still do it. And how do you get over this porn addiction? It's simply just try to stop watching porn. I know it's hard. Just try to make an effort at least. Don't think it's impossible because a lot of guys will try to get on NoFap for November and then they fail on the seventh, eighth day. Trust me when I say this. Whenever I did NoFap, whenever I would like completely no jerking off at all, the first 2, maybe 3 weeks are the worst. It's going to be hard. You're going to be constantly thinking about it, thinking, oh, you have to do it. After you get past that point and you get to this higher plane, you just feel like, I don't know, you just feel good. You don't feel like you need to do it as much. So just please try to stop, please try to quit porn. Just try to stop today. Make an effort every time you think about getting on porn and just try to stop. Another thing that is very detrimental to a young man, which will hold you back from succeeding, is video games. Video games are a scam because you think that by getting these new skins and getting these new guns and getting these new levels and leveling up in the game makes you think that you're a winner for a second, that you're actually leveling up in real life. But once you put down the console and you turn off the PlayStation or Xbox or PC or whatever you use, you realize that it's only a game, it's fake, and that in real life, you suck. You're not winning at all. You're putting all this natural desire in men to level up and to get more things in life. It is suppressed and almost, let out in another way through the video game, by leveling up in the video game. This creates, one, again, a place of complacency for men, because they think that they're leveling up, but it's only in the game. And then two, it lowers your self-esteem because once you turn off the game, you realize that your life sucks, and that you're putting all this effort into a fake life that doesn't exist, into a game. Think about how stupid that is. Instead of going out into the real world, making money, getting new things, buying new cars, getting all these women, you'd rather do that in a video game. Think of how stupid that is. Instead of putting your time and effort into succeeding in real life, you put your time and effort into a fake game. A couple of pixels with a controller. It's stupid. I've preached against video games for forever. Sorry, that's my dog. Took me off track for a second. I have not played video games since I was about 13. I'm 21 now. Almost 10 years of no video games. Mobile, PC, whatever. Recently, actually, my older brother has a console and he's came back to live with my parents. So he brought it back and they're playing this one game and they wanted me to play, so I was like, okay, I'll play it for a little. And I played it for a couple days with them, but I haven't played it since. And so it's okay to, like, if that is a situation where your family is like, oh, we want to play this game, so you get the highest score. That's wholesome, that's fine, you can do that. But I would honestly preach against playing video games at all. Don't play video games at all. Not even an hour a day is okay, not even 30 minutes, nothing at all. Because it is a complete waste of time. It does nothing to your real life at all. Number 3, we're going to go eating junk food. This is a slow but very impactful um, detriment to a young man's life, to any man's life, to any person's life, honestly. You are what you eat, and it's literally scientific. What you eat becomes you. Because if you stop eating, your body is going to lose its weight. And where does that weight come from? That is literally you. It's what you are. Everything you eat becomes you. And so if you're eating junk food, pizza, greasy burgers all the time, French fries, you're going to be shit. Internally and externally. You're going to just feel and look like shit. And it has a huge detriment to how you live your life. You're going to be low energy in many cases, feel more depressed in many cases. It does nothing good for you, except a moment of pleasure. You get to eat it, it's good, and then you swallow it, and it's gone. Again, this is hard, especially with the American diet. It's hard to eat healthy, but one simple thing you can do is just make your food. Don't put any processed pizzas in the oven to heat up. Don't go to Chick-fil-A. Don't go to Burger King. Just make food at home. And it can be with butter, it can be with cheese, but at least you're making it. It makes it 10 times better than what you would eat if you put something. Think about that. I processed pizza. It's a pizza, and you put it in the oven, and it just heats it all up, and it's good. Heats up the meat evenly, the cheese, the sauce, the bread evenly. It just makes it. Do you think of how bad that is? Think of what hormones and things they put in there that make it like that. It's terrible. Bunch of preservative, bunch of toxins, a bunch of things that the human body doesn't do well with responding to. It doesn't digest well. And so, if you can get your diet in order, that'd be great. But one thing you can do is just clearly make your own food, and that would help out your diet tremendously. The last thing we're gonna go for is we've done porn, stated how that is terrible for a young man. It's gonna keep you from succeeding. We talked about video games. We talked about junk food. The last thing we're gonna talk about is being glued to your phone / social media addiction. You're addicted to social media, most men are, and it's not good. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these things, Snapchat. A lot of people make the excuse, I'm on TikTok to learn new things. I'm on Snapchat to communicate with friends. Well, if you have a phone, you can just communicate to them through text. If you're going to have social media, I think YouTube and Snapchat are two that are somewhat okay. I have YouTube. I don't use Snapchat. I never have. All the other ones are complete waste of time, especially TikTok. I think TikTok is terrible. They're very smart in the way they get you glued to the app with the shorts and the just mindless scrolling. Literally, I was talking to a friend the other day, about a couple months ago. We were eating at Wingstop, and he was telling me how he wasted his morning. He woke up, and then instead of getting up and getting ready and getting some things done before he went to work at like 12 o'clock, he just went back into his bed, got on TikTok, and did this. And he said it was an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Wasn't keeping track, where he was just mindlessly going through TikTok, and he couldn't name a short or video he watched, and couldn't name anything he learned from it. Literally mindlessly getting on the app, brain dead, just scrolling up, down, or side to side. I don't know. I've never had the app, so I don't know how it goes. Think of how terrible that is. You literally wasted an hour or two of your life doing nothing except just numbing your brain. Again, he couldn't remember a short or a video he saw during that 1 to 2 hours. You know how many videos he probably saw in that time? He remembers none of them. So again, it is terrible. It is terrible. Social media is not good for you. I would recommend getting off it as much as you can. But again, if you have maybe a couple, I think Snapchat, I get it. Send the pic and the text to your friend, I get it. But personally, if you could be no social media, again, I have YouTube because I'm trying to make a YouTube channel. But other than that, I have no social media. You can do that, that'd be great. If not, just try to tone down how much you're on it, and that would help you out. Anyway, this has been your boy Hercules. Hope this video helped you. If you want to start succeeding in life, quit these things, and you'll notice a tremendous impact on your overall well-being. Anyway, peace.